All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakodash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of the great millstone that taught us his truth. Shalom also to the Akim, pushing his word in sincerity and in truth, and to the speckled bird across the four corners of the world, and to the few sisters who are listening. To you I say Shalom. Lord willing, this will be an edifying lesson on the brother Khadash here from the GMS Chicago camp, and let's get right into it. Basically the topic that I wanted to cover, because while I was reading, I decided to look up the word lazy, right? The word lazy in the blue letter Bible. And first we're gonna read some verses in the King James Version, and then we're gonna go into the NLT, the New Living Translation, man. Because hey, when you really get down to the nitty gritty, man, the Lord does not like a lazy individual. The Lord dislikes somebody that, ultimately isn't doing any work, man. You see? And matter of fact, before we get into these scriptures, I'm gonna get this one first, because if you're being idle and you're not doing anything with your time, hey man, that's gonna teach you much evil. This is Sirach 33 and 27. It says, "Send them to labor that he be not idle, for idleness teacheth much evil." You see, so when you're being idle and you're not doing anything with your time, hey, that idleness ultimately is going to teach you evil, man. When you're being idle, guess what? You're going to be, you're not going to be doing the work. You're going to be lazy. You're going to be chilling all the time. And guess what? Eventually, you're going to do carnal things, man. You see? Which when you put in heavy labor, when you work, when you put in that work, it feels good, man. You see? Hard work is not something that, hey, you gotta you can not appreciate, man. Hard work is something that the Lord loves, man. And if you're not putting in work, if you're not fervent in spirit, if you're being slothful in business, hey, the Lord could jack you up, man. Matter of fact, let me get that as well. Then we'll get the precepts. This is Romans 12 and 11. It says it says not, Romans 12 and 11, it says not slothful in business, fervent in spirit, serving the Lord. And we're going to get that in the NLT later in this lesson. But hey, man, you can't be slothful in this business of ours, man. Hey, the Lord, hey, clearly has set us up on this lot. He has given us a talent. He has quickened us with the spirit to ultimately, hey, preach this word. So guess what? We got to go out there and do the work, man. So it isn't really time to be being idle and being lazy. And hey, like Yahweh Shai said, the harvest is plenteous, but the laborers are few. So if the harvest is plenteous, that lets you know what? That there's a lot of work to be done, man. It isn't time to be lazy and just kick back your feet and everything is all cool. Nah, man. It ain't about that. This work, it requires us to be fully submerged into it, man. So first scripture I want to get is Proverbs 10 and 26. It says, as vinegar to the teeth and as smoke to the eyes, so is the sluggard to them that send them. And I'm going to read it in the NLT. It says, lazy people, Salakia. It says, lazy people irritate their employers like vinegar to the teeth and smoke in the eyes. And when you're, you could be at a barbecue, or you could be at a little bonfire, or wherever it may be, or even a car could be packed, whatever it may be. When smoke gets in your eyes, that shit is irritating, man. So in the like manner, somebody that's lazy as fuck, hey, that irritates their employer, man. And guess what? We've been employed by Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai to do this work. So if you're being lazy, you're basically vinegar to the teeth and smoke in the eyes. You see? That's an irritation, man. And you got to really consider what these scriptures are really telling us, man, because we could read this and we could, oh yeah, that's heavy arc and okay, Khan, and but you got to actually apply it, man. It isn't just about, oh yeah, Khan. Nah, man, you also got to apply it, man. When you go into Proverbs 6, it says, how long wilt thou sleep, O sluggard? When wilt thou arise out of thy sleep? Yet a little slumber, yet a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to sleep. So shall thy poverty come as one that traveleth, and thy want as an armed man. Hey, you see, man. Hey, when you are being lazy, guess what, man? Your poverty is gonna come quickly. And guess what? If you're being lazy in this truth, ultimately the spirit could be taken away from you, man. And then guess what? Then you're gonna be poor, wretched, naked. You're not gonna have anything to cover you, man. Hey, because this wisdom, this knowledge, this is the real money, man. When you go into the scriptures, it clearly says that this is more precious than rubies, gold, silver, so on and so forth, right? So we have to treat it and keep multiplying the Lord's money by doing this work, man. We can't be lazy in this. You see, when you're being lazy, hey, that's hey, man, that's wickedness, man. It's let me see, consider. Oh yeah, it was insane. It says, I'm gonna start off at verse 6. It says, Proverbs 6:6. Go to the ant, thou sluggard, consider her ways and be wise, which having no guide, overseer, or ruler, provideth her meat in the summer and gathereth her food in the harvest. You see, so hey, hey, look at the ant. Consider the ant's ways, man. The ant, hey, they're very, very industrious animals, man. Insects. You see, so hey, that's why it's making the telling you to consider their ways, man. Hey, really go to the ant. Hey, as a matter of fact, let me get in the NOT. It says Proverbs 6:6. Take a lesson from the ants, you lazy bones. Learn from their ways and become wise. Though they have no prince or governor or ruler to make them work, they labor hard all summer in gathering food for the winter. So, hey, look, the ants, they don't have somebody to tell them to do the work. They don't have nobody to tell them to do the things that they have to do. They don't have an overseer or a prince or a governor or anybody, man. But guess what? They labor hard. You see? And us in the like manner, hey, we have to do that as well, man. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me put lazy. Because I wanted to get one in the NLT. It says, I'm gonna get that one too, but I'm gonna read this one first. It says, Proverbs 13:4. It says, lazy people want much but get little, but those who work hard will prosper. So, hey, this truth is all about working hard, man, putting in the work. You know, you can't be a lazy person and want the kingdom. You can't be a lazy person and not put in that work. Hey, the scriptures clearly say we have to labor to enter into that rest. You see? So if you really think you're gonna waltz into the kingdom and, you know, be sitting right there right next to Yahweh Shai, and you're gonna be joint heirs and you're gonna have a big fat crown and you never did the work, hey man, you gotta stop. Hey, you gotta stop that fantasy and put in the real blood, sweat, and tears into this work, man. This work requires us what? To put in our mind, soul, and heart into all of it, man. All our strength into it, man. It isn't just about, oh yeah, I did one lesson this week. Nah. Hey, if the spirit is on you to do another lesson, do it. If the spirit is on you to do even another lesson, a third lesson, then do it, man. You got to abound in the work of the Lord, and you just can't be lazy, man. It says what? Verse 18, Proverbs 18:9. A lazy person is as bad as someone who destroys things. Proverbs 19:5. Let me see, the 1 and 22. It says, yup. This is Proverbs 22:13. It says, I'm going to read it in the KJV. It says, the slothful man saith, there's a lion without, I shall be slain in the streets. So, hey, somebody that's lazy always has an excuse, man. Somebody that's lazy always has an excuse for why they didn't do what they didn't do, man. And the Lord is an austere man. You really think if you hide your talent and when the Lord comes back that he's not going to know that you weren't doing any work, man? that he's not gonna know that you hid that talent, man? You really think you're still gonna get the reward if you're not doing the work, man? That's why Paul said, woe unto me if I preach not the gospel, man. This work, we have to do it, man. We have to. It isn't nothing to glory of. It's what we have to do, and it's been bestowed upon us, so therefore we must do it, man. All right? It says Proverbs 22:13 in the NLT. The lazy person claims there's a lion out there. If I go outside, I might get killed. So somebody that's always making excuses, man, hey, they're not going to get far ahead in this truth, man. This truth requires us to diligently put in the work, man. That's why Peter talked about what? Give your diligence to make your calling and election sure. You see? So we give our diligence if we're being meticulously industrious in this work. Hey, the Lord is going to reward us for that, man. And the Lord loves a person that works hard. If you're being lazy, the Lord doesn't like that shit, man. Somebody that's always not doing anything. Hey, matter of fact, I believe the Lord, let me see, dunghill. Yup, this is Sirach 22:1. A slothful man is compared to a filthy stone, and everyone will hiss him out to his disgrace. A slothful man is compared to the filth of a dunghill. Every man that takes it up will shake his hand. So somebody that's lazy in the eyes of the Lord, that's like a piece of shit, man. Because a dunghill, that's a dunghill is basically a fucking a pile of shit, man. A fucking pile of shit. So if you want to be lazy, if you want to lay back, if you want to kick up your feet and let your hair down and pretend everything is cool and there's no work to be done and pretend like the harvest isn't plenteous and there's no work to be done right now, man, guess what? You're going to be compared to a piece of shit, man. A pile of shit, matter of fact. You see? And you don't want to be that, man. Hey, you want to be fervent in spirit, serving the Lord enthusiastically. Matter of fact, let's get that real quick. Let me see. Fervent. Let's see. Lazy. Pretty sure. Let me see. Yup. This is Romans 12:11. It says, "Never be lazy, but work hard and serve the Lord enthusiastically." So you have to do this work enthusiastically, man. It has to be willingly. It has to be fervently, man. And when you go into that word fervent, what does it mean? It means this. Let me see if I could get it real quick. It says fervent, and it's the Greek word zeal, which means to boil with heat, be hot, use the water metaphorically. It says of boiling anger, love, zeal for what is good or bad, etc. And this is the point. Fervent in spirit, set of zeal for what is good. So meaning you're on fire for this truth, man. Meaning, hey, you're literally on fire for this. You want to do this. You're hot for this, man. You got a zeal for this, man. Hey, if you're serving the Lord nonchalantly, the Lord's gonna notice that, man. That lukewarm ass spirit, man. He's gonna spew you out his mouth. That's why it says never be lazy, but work hard and serve the Lord enthusiastically, man. I'm going to read in the KJV. It says, Romans 12:11, be not slothful in business, fervent in spirit, serving the Lord. So we have to be fervent in spirit when we serve the Lord, man. You see? So with that, Lord willing, this is an edifying lesson. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakadash. Dove honors unto the apostles and the elders of the great millstone that taught us this truth. Shalom and a Baba.